Hello everyone, happy October. It is one of the best months because it means spooky season. And since spooky season is like fully upon us now, I thought now was the perfect time to give some spooky game recommendations. Just some games that we can play this month to truly get into the spooky mood, that give you that cozy autumn feeling, but with like a sprinkle of spookiness in there. Because obviously we want to embrace the spooky vibes and something a little bit more creepy. Honestly, in this list, I'm going to give a variety of games. So some are going to be a bit scarier than others. Some are going to be full on like cozy games. And then some of the games on this list are actually coming out in a couple of days when I post this video. So you can get excited for them if maybe you hadn't heard about these games before, because there is some games in this list that I am literally squealing in my head about because I'm so excited for them to be released, because I love a dark cozy game and there's a few good ones coming out this month, so I'm really excited for those. Just a little warning beforehand, I am talking about cozy games, but cozy games are relative, so these are games that I find cozy or think that I will find cozy that are going to be released, but these games have spooky, scary vibes, so if you're not into that, you may not like these games. They're not going to feel cozy for you, but personally I love spooky, scary, cozy games. They make me feel so cozy, especially when romanticizing the October season. But I will be putting a spookiness ranking out of 10 on the screen, so you can kind of see what the game is like. So you can see if a game is going to be too scary for you or not. But it is rated by me, so my ratings might be different to yours. But this is just to let you know about the spooky games that are out there, and I'm really excited to share this list with you because I've been playing some good games recently. Make sure you get a nice warm drink for yourself so we can cozy up and talk about some games. The first game on my list actually came out like not that long ago. It is a recent release, and that is Strange Antiquities. This is a game I was looking forward to its release because it's a dark cozy game and we don't get many of those, and it is one of my favorite genres, definitely underrated. It is a follow-on of the game Strange Horticulture, but you don't have to have played that game to play this game. And instead of taking care of plants in the Strange Horticulture game, in this game you will be running an antique shop, which is just perfect for this spooky season. And the shop just has these spooky vibes. It is set in the town of Undermere, which is like a gloomy town, and all different sorts of people come into this antique shop looking for different things, and you basically have to try figure out what object they're looking for based on different things, like what it looks like, the vibe that it's got. And I have to admit, sometimes this can be difficult. I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes I'm trying to suss out what the object is and I don't really know what it is, and I can get it wrong sometimes. So if you're easily annoyed by trying to figure things out, you won't like this game. But I kind of like the little challenge, and it was fun trying to uncover these different like spooky antiques, and like if it had like a vibe of like death and gloominess or something like that. And honestly, this game is just so cool. Like the vibes of the game, there is always like rain in the background that you can hear, and there is a little cat that's like sitting on the desk when you're like managing the shop. And I just love games where you feel like a little shopkeeper, and it really does feel like that. It feels like I own my own antique shop and I'm getting to meet all these different people and going through my artifacts and my antiques and figuring out what it is. And you can look through the encyclopedia and there's lots of information on different objects, and I feel like it's such a perfect game to play in October. It's got those true cozy game vibes, but it's definitely sprinkled in with spookiness. The next game on my list is The Dark Side Detective. Now, if you're someone who's into like murder mystery and likes to read those sort of books, or just likes that vibe around October, you will love this game. It is a pixel art puzzle game, and I love pixel art. Some people might think it's overrated with the pixel art, but I just love it so much, and I feel like it really fits this little game. It's so fun. So you're a detective and you're going to this town and packing up your Ouija board to figure out the strange mysteries that are going on this town, because there's definitely a lot of weird stuff going on. There are 9 different cases for you to solve, and there's different puzzles, and it's just so fun playing as a detective trying to uncover different secrets. I feel like that aspect is so perfect for October, like murder mysteries and everything. I personally love stuff like that, and playing it as a game is so fun. And it's a point and click game, so it's really easy to navigate, and it's also really funny. So even though it's a murder mystery, it's got light-hearted vibes, so it doesn't feel too heavy or anything, and it's just really fun to play. And as I've said, it's perfect for October if you love murder mysteries and true crime and that sort of stuff. The next game on my list is perfect if you love Disney or want some nostalgic vibes, and that is Disney Villains Curse Cafe. This game is definitely similar to Coffee Talk and Tavern Talk, and you're basically serving up drinks or, well, potions to the Disney villains. So you'll be making these drinks in the cafe and serving them to the customers, which are the different Disney villains, which I think is just so cool. And you also get to kind of uncover the villain's story and talk to them, which again is like the similar to Coffee Talk as well. And it's just so fun playing a game with Disney villains, and I feel like it's a perfect cozy but spooky game. And it's definitely interesting because you don't really see much about the villains, because obviously with Disney it's a lot about like the main character, the princesses, you know, whatever like that. So it's cool seeing the villain side, and this is just such a fun game to pick up if you just want some cafe vibes and you want something a little spooky, but it's definitely just going to feel cozy and not too stressful. This next game is so cool, and when I played it for the first time I literally fell in love immediately, and I thought it was such a good game, and that is Cabernet. I think that's how you say it, Cabernet. Is that right? I hope so. It is set in the 19th century in Eastern Europe, and the vibes of this game are just so good, especially because we're talking about vampires. I love me a vampire story, film, TV show, all stuff like that, and seeing it in a game is just great. And I love that it's set in the 19th century as well. It just makes the vampire gameplay even better. And you're playing as Lisa, who is a newly turned vampire, and she's basically trying to figure it all out. And this game actually has so much to it. It's not just like becoming a vampire and all that and flying as a bat, which you do get to do. It's also about figuring out your humanity, like will you lose your humanity or will you keep it? I do really love the art style as well, and again, like the 19th century, the Eastern European world it's set in. It's also such a clever game because you can acquire different stats, and these will help you talking to different people, so you'll get a different gameplay based on what you choose, and it just makes you feel like you're actually playing a game rather than just watching something, which sometimes can happen with narrative games. Sometimes they just feel like you're watching a movie, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just so interactive, and it just has an element that just makes it feel like such a clever and fun game. The next game on my list is a game that I am super excited for. I have been looking out for this game for so long, and it is soon to be released. This game is releasing on the 9th of October, so I know there is like a little wait, but it is coming out soon, and I thought I need to let you know about it in this video because, like I said, I've been really looking forward to trying out this game. And this game is called By Sweet Carol. It's just the most creepiest looking narrative game, and it's just got this beautiful like classic art style that looks like it's based off Disney. It's kind of that classic art style. You can just see the beautiful graphics, which obviously pulled me immediately to the game, but even just like the gameplay from the trailers I've seen looks so good, and just the different quirky characters you can see. You'll play as a girl called Lana who's trying to find her best friend Carol, and she's trying to follow the trail that Carol has left behind and uncovering the secrets of Bunny Hall Orphanage, which just sounds so spooky, like what secrets are going to be there. And as she's going deeper into like this mystery, she kind of gets tangled between two different realms, the real world and then the world of Corolla, which is like this fantastical kingdom, but it is under the cruel influence of this big bad guy, which, you know, we've got an enemy on our hands. We're between two different worlds. It just sounds so intriguing and so unique, and the graphics look absolutely beautiful. And in general, I'm just really looking forward to this game and exploring the cast. I think you can even turn into a bunny as well, and this is a game I will be getting straight away because ever since I found out about it, I don't know how long ago, it feels like quite a while ago, but I'm super intrigued to play this game. I think it will be such a spooky game, definitely on the spookier side, but still not like a pure horror game. So if you like spooky games, this is definitely one to keep on your radar. Now that we've talked about a game that is on the spookier side, I'm going to talk about a game that is a bit more light-hearted and generally more cozy, but still has those like October vibes, if you know what I mean. I feel like I had to include one in there that was just like a pure cozy game and nothing like too scary if you're kind of just getting into spookier games. And this game is called Cozy Crunch, which just automatically sounds so cute. And you play as this curious cat, basically going on this adventure to crunch all of the leaves around you. There's all different types of leaves, and you get to kind of explore the forest and find all the things in there, like pumpkins, leaves, leaf piles. It's so cute and it's so cozy. And you do get to customize your cat, which is always a bonus, so you can make it look like your cat. And I made a black cat because I do have a black cat, and I made it kind of look like a skeleton, which I thought was really cute and spooky. And this is not necessarily the spookiest game ever. I mean, it's not really spooky, it's more cozy, but I thought it was good to include on this list because I thought it was so fun and so cute. And I feel like it's a good game to play in between like these spookier, scarier games. And I think it's only like $3.99 as well. And I feel like just such a perfect game for the vibes of October. Now, I did say I was going to try cover different genres and spookiness levels and different types of like games for October, because there are so many different types of games out there, honestly. And I feel like it's good having a list of different games to try because you can kind of find a different genre, or you can maybe choose something that's not too scary for you. And this game was a recent find for me, and it's more on the magical side, and it's called Sumir. And this is more of a magical, even like spiritual narrative game, and it's so cute. And it's definitely more on the emotional side. It can be quite sad, and you play as this little girl called Sumir, and she's basically going through a little bit in her life, and she's dealing with a lot of things, and she's going on this quest to have like the best day ever, achieve all of the things that she wants to do, but just in one day. She meets this little flower spirit who's basically gonna like die in one day. It sounds really sad, but it's not going to be there forever. So it's saying to this little girl, let's do all of the things that you want to do. They make a list together and they go on these different quests, meeting these all sorts of different characters, animals, and it's so cute, it's emotional, and it has like magical vibes. I think games with an emotional storyline can be really lovely to play and just make me really remember the game, and it sticks with me, and it can be something that I learn from it. So if you want cute magical vibes with an emotional storyline, this is definitely a game to play. And I got this game on the Steam sale. To be fair, there is a lot of games that are on the autumn Steam sale right now, so a lot of these games will be discounted depending on when you're viewing this video. So make sure you check out some of the games on Steam if you have a PC. When I do these cozy game lists, I always like to try include a game that is free, because I know a lot of games can be expensive, which is obviously for a good reason, because we want to support these developers that are making these like insane, beautiful games. But you know, sometimes it's nice to find a free game that is really good, and I have found that recently. And if you want a fun, silly game, this is going to be perfect for you. This game is called The Were Cleaner, and you play as Kyle, who is a janitor, but he's also a werewolf, and he has got stuck with the night shift, which means he's got to hide from people because obviously he's a werewolf, and he's cleaning in this busy office, and you've basically got to avoid all of these people, and this office is busy, so you've got to use your stealth to make sure nobody sees you. And if people do see you, they are going to scream, and you're going to have to basically get rid of them by eating them, and that's going to make a big mess, so that's going to be something you have to clean as well. And you've got to make sure you do this in the time, and you could also try not to eat anyone to get a better score, because you will get scored every night, and there is 7 nights in total, obviously a week, that you're playing this game. I don't normally like timed games or stealth games, but I thought this was so fun and silly. Also had like the satisfying elements because you were cleaning up, and there's different tools you can use, like a vacuum, trash bags, power wash. So really fun and definitely worth trying out because it is free. The next game on my list is another anticipated game that I am so excited for, that is also releasing on the 9th of October. Is there something on the 9th of October that I'm missing? Because both of these games are being released on the 9th of October, but that is Little Nightmares 3. I am such a Little Nightmares fan. They are such good games. I think it's because it's such an atmospheric game, and it's not necessarily like a jump scares horror game. It's something that's built on like being tense and atmospheric. That whole concept of games was new to me when Little Nightmares, like the first game, came out, and now we are on the 3rd game, and this is also going to be a co-op game, but you can also play on your own as well. You will be playing with AI rather than another person. If you don't know the Little Nightmares world, it is super creepy, which is perfect for October, but definitely on the scarier side. And you'll be playing along the journey of Low and Alone, and you're basically going to be going through this creepy, nightmarish world, trying to do all these different puzzles. I'm excited to see the concept of like playing this together, because I always thought Little Nightmares would be perfect for co-op because of like the puzzles and everything. I'm definitely going to be playing this game with my boyfriend. I don't know if I should record it or not, because I'm just so excited for this game. If you do want to try this game out, there is actually a demo available, which I love when there's a demo to play because it gets me even more excited for the game. So you can play that demo if you want to try out the game, maybe see how spooky it is. We are on the last game on the list, and this game doesn't necessarily look like a particular cozy game. I mean, it is about crime and murders and cleaning up, that sort of stuff, and that is Crime Scene Cleaner. It's basically what it says it is. You'll be cleaning up different crime scenes in different locations, and it's definitely spooky because you're cleaning up murder scenes. Like, there is a lot to clean up, and you'll be using different tools and you'll be upgrading things as you go along. But this game is just super satisfying, and I think that's what makes it so cozy. Even though it's about, you know, crime and everything like that, I think it's so therapeutic having a game where you're cleaning. I love games like that. It's like Power Wash Simulator, but this one's, you know, spooky. It's so fun, it's satisfying, and it also has like light-hearted vibes because it's not like true and serious. It's definitely like fun and light-hearted, even though it's a crime murder game. So it's not too scary or anything. So I definitely recommend this game, and it's just, yeah, it's super fun. And that is all of my spooky autumn themed games that you can try out this October. Obviously some new releases to be excited about, some little indie games that you might not have heard of, and as usual, if you have any recommendations to add to this list, let me know in the comments. I'm sure other people would love to know about any other spooky games, or I would love to know about them, to be fair, because I'm always looking for dark, spookier games that are also like cozy and not too like jump scary and horror, because I know it's very niche, but these are games that I really enjoy, and I know there is more of a hype around them in October, which I'm all here for. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another cozy video. Bye.